Welcome back to Central News. The National Jazz Festival has been the perfect place to showcase New Zealand musicians. Janine Forlong caught up with just 3 of the many who grace the festival stages.
It's hard to believe that a small country like New Zealand has so many outstanding jazz musicians, but we do, and Dylan Elise is a very talented drummer, and he's been playing since he was 6.
Born in Wellington, started drumming from around age 6, and my dad got me into drumming. Then I went to a lot of different tutors and learned how to read music from around age 7 upwards, and learned a lot of different styles of music as well. So I had a really good tutor. His name was Lance Phillip, was one of them, and he's the head of the New Zealand Jazz School in Wellington, right? So he runs that program. So I had him for about 3-4 years when I was around 8 or 9, and then a lot of good tutors as well after that. Matt Collier, another one from England, and but since then I haven't really had a whole lot of lessons. Just YouTube and videos, DVDs and books and stuff like that. So that's where I get a lot of my material from now. And then just picking up lots of different drummers. A place like this festival is an awesome place to get inspiration and a lot of ideas from different drummers and musicians. So it's a lot of fun. It's good. Drumming, to begin with, was kind of something that my dad wanted me to do, and then it turned into me sort of enjoying it, and now it's my life, So I started when I was 6. I've been playing 15, almost 16 years, and that's what I wouldn't be able to live without playing music, without playing drums. So it's my life, I've given up and sacrificed so many different things for the drums. So. School and sport being 2 of them, so I've had to sacrifice a lot, but this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
The Andrea Lisa Band performed on the Kupi cruise, entertaining passengers as they cruised the harbour.
I actually majored in jazz guitar, and I did jazz vocals for the last 2 years. Studied with Julie Mason and Lance Sewer and Neil Watson, and I'm highly influenced by jazz, but also into a lot of soul and R&B as well. So that's really mostly what I'm all about. It includes Lenny Church on drums, who I met in high school, and Alex Churchill on saxophone, flute and keyboards, who I met in uni, and Nicholas Taylor on bass. Yeah, we all met through the New Zealand School of Music, and we played a lot of traditional jazz together, and then we sort of started exploring other genres, and it's going really well. Actually, last year sometime I performed with Tama Waipara at the Tauranga Arts Festival. That was quite special for me. I've also played with Frank Gibson, Julie Mason, Alan Brown, Ben Turua, a few names, yeah. Actually, we just opened up for Jonathan Butler and his band when he came to New Zealand at the end of February. So we played with him at the Bruce Mason Theatre, so that was probably the most exciting gig for us, yeah.
A big band was just one of the reasons the festival began, and 50 years later they're stronger than ever.
Tauranga Big Band is 50 years old this year, which is one of the reasons why we've got such a special concert this afternoon. And 50 years ago it was formed by a group of enthusiastic musicians to do a special concert in the town hall, and they managed to get a full big band lineup together miraculously and rehearsed like crazy and had a total of 6 charts that they got together. And so it actually ended up that the concert that they ran out of music very quickly and ended up having to do Woodchopper's Ball, I think 3 times, due to crowd demand and the fact that they had so little music to play. But that was the inception of the big band. It was run by a guy called Stanley Farnsworth from the UK who was a flute player and had never directed a big band before. I think it's about passion mostly, actually. I think, and it really depends on the directors. The directors are really responsible for the ongoing welfare of the band. And you know, over the years the band has been weak at times and it's been very strong at other times. And I know that there was a period of time where they can only front one trombone instead of the normal four. At the moment, for the last few years, I've been very spoiled as a musical director, and I've had a full lineup for 6-7 years now, which is very exciting because it means that we can do justice to the great charts that are out there playing.
So that's just a sprinkling of our incredible jazz musicians, and of course jazz is very well loved throughout New Zealand.
The love of jazz is certainly alive and well in New Zealand. We look forward to another 50 years of the National Jazz Festival. That brings us to the end of today's show. Any ideas or thoughts? Leave us a comment on Facebook or Twitter, or send us an email. Katrina will be with you tomorrow. Until then, I'm Kezia Gillings. Have a great night.
This has been an Alpha Media production, a division of Television Media Group.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.